Hi guys, Ahmad Ridwan here. So today is Friday, the 24th of April 2020, and it is also the first day of Ramadan 1441 Hijrah. As I have stated before in my vlog, that most probably that we are going to start the Ramadan under the restricted movement order. So yes, we are, and we have started our fasting month under the restricted movement order, which is now is in the third phase. After the government announced, the third phase will commence on the 15th of April until the 28th. So last night, after the announcement of the commencement of the fasting month on the first of Ramadan, which falls today, our Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin announced that there will be a fourth phase of the restricted movement order, and it will begin on the 29th of April all the way until the 12th of May. So it seems that this Ramadan will be spent under the restricted movement order, and perhaps Adil Fitri too, like I said before, most probably that it's going to be the same. We are going to have Adil Fitri under the order. One thing for sure, that the fight against COVID-19 virus in Malaysia at least showing a lot of positive signs. Our curve quite flat. Our new cases have been what you call it on the down, and the recovery cases have been outnumbering the new cases almost daily. So it is a good sign for us Malaysians, and hopefully that we can get back into normal life once again. But of course, Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah, our Director General of Health Ministry, stated the normal life is not going to be the same like the normal life that we used before the pre-COVID-19 pandemic, because of we still have to maintain our 1 meter social distancing. We avoid unnecessary touches between one another, and maybe there are not going to be large gathering of people at one time. So yeah, it's going to be a very different normal if the restricted movement order is lifted later. Maybe it's going to take a while before we can get into really normal in life. So for Malaysians and also for you, the rest of the world, we have to strive further. We have to maintain our what you call it will and our resolution to fight this pandemic, to ensure that fatalities from the COVID-19 are being kept at low. During the press conference today, Dr. Noor Hisham stated there are 121 cases of patients recovered from the COVID-19 and being discharged from the hospitals all around the country, and it is very good to hear that. And the new cases continue to be in the lower rung, 88 cases today, and there's only one death. It's good to see that our government and the expert in the health ministry are working in this together, seeing everything in eye to eye, with the Prime Minister leaving the matters to the experts to do what are the necessary things medical wise, and leaving all the enforcement of the order to the government to carry out their tasks. Unlike in the US, from the news that I have watched, that Trump are disagreeing with all the scientists, with all the experts on how to combat this COVID-19 pandemic that have seen the graph spike like mad in the US. Right now, there are around 890 cases in the US, 50,000 fatalities so far. Alhamdulillah, from the total of 5,691 cases that we have as of today, our death are 96 cases, which is almost 2% of from the total cases. Unlike in the US, 50,000 out of 890, that there is around 5%, which is quite high when you translate into the number of people already died This is in spite of the Malaysian government decision to relax some of the restrictions, giving some industry to operate again. In that case, a lot more people going out again to do their job, to carry out their businesses the best they can under the restriction. But Alhamdulillah, the positive cases kept going low, and we hope that it is going to be that way. But who knows, because of it's only going to take just a few people to spread the virus, and you can get a whole lot of new cases again. So hopefully it won't be that kind. Chunk of the cases confirmed today came from those coming back into the country. I think there are students coming back from Indonesia, coming back from the US, being put into quarantine, and they have been tested and found out and they're positive, and according to Dr. Noh Hisham, has been given the necessary treatment, and hopefully they are going to recover as well. You can see the contrast results between the two approaches in Malaysia and also in the US. Seems that Donald Trump doesn't have any control whatsoever in the US. According to the news today, Georgia, the governor said that, okay, I'm going to open up business again. And opening up business means the parlor, the tattoo parlor, the barber shop, where everybody are in close contact with one another. So we can see that it could be a trigger for another wave of COVID-19 cases in the US. It is good to see the government of Malaysia trying to find a balance between securing the safety of Malaysians and also maintaining the economic well-being of the nation. Of course, there are going to be a fine balance between those two, and that's why it is being called a restricted movement and not total lockdown, where nobody can go out, nobody can do anything, and have to rely on hands out to get their food and necessities in their life. That's why you can see in Malaysia, people still can go out to do their job. That's why it is very important to distinguish between the total lockdown and also the restricted movement order enforced by the Malaysian government. One of the things during Ramadan is that we always perform the Tarawih prayers. Usually we perform the prayers at the mosque, and as predicted, the prayers are now have to be done in our homes and not going to the mosque because of mass gathering of people at any one time are not allowed. Very bad idea to do that. We just pray at home. It is a good thing for many of us, especially for the head of the house. It will enable you to practice your skill as an imam. So it is a good thing. Spend more time with your family. Of course, for the past 4 weeks now, we have been spending a lot of time together with the family. But to those who are far away from your loved ones, just be strong, guys. Just keep on praying that we are able to be with our loved ones again soon. If we cannot celebrate Aidilfitri ramai-ramai, hopefully we can celebrate Aidilfitri with our loved ones together. I heard government will allow interstate travel, but on a special case basis, where the individuals or those who are affected can apply to the authorities on why they have to travel from the place they are now to the place they are going. There are people who are, they went to, let's say, KL, and then they don't make it back here in Kuala Terengganu before the order was enforced. So all this while they have been staying in Kuala Lumpur, and their home are left for 1 month without anybody there. Those people, they should be allowed to return home. So the Director General, Dr. Noh Hisham, celebrated his 57th birthday the other day. So happy birthday, Dr. Noh Hisham, and hopefully you will be remembered as heroes alongside other frontliners in fighting this COVID-19 pandemic in Malaysia. It's almost 6 p.m, slightly an hour to go before the breaking of fast time here in Kuala Terengganu. It's been a good start today on the first day of Ramadan. Ahmad Ridwan, wish everybody have a fruitful and bountiful Ramadan. Keep your social distance, be safe and always wash your hand. Semula.